I turned 30 this year, and according to Martha Stewart, there are 30 kitchen essentials I should really master before then. So what better way to learn than a 30-part series we can do together? Here's part 18 of 30, how to sharpen knives, just in time for spooky season. Martha's team walks us through why sharpening knives are important, how often to sharpen our knives, and the methods used. Sharp knives allow us to work faster, more precise, and safer. Okay, but how often should we be sharpening our knives? Martha's general rule of thumb is to sharpen it the second it sounds like it's crunching instead of sliding and gliding through. And you've probably heard of honing your knives and sharpening your knives, but what's the difference? You'll be happy to know that honing is different than sharpening. Honing makes use of a honing steel or a honing rod, like this. I'm guilty of not owning one of these, so it has been added to my Amazon cart. In the meantime, when you're ready to use your honing rod, feel free to screenshot and save Martha's team's instructions. You can also find this online in her 30 kitchen skills to learn before turning 30 article. Okay, so while honing realigns the blade, it won't remove any chips or nicks. Sharpening, on the other hand, gets rid of material from the blade, creating a sharp new edge. So there's your difference between honing and sharpening. There are definitely different types of sharpening tools. Your options include pull-through sharpeners, electric sharpeners, and whetstone. Advantages and disadvantages to each. Culinary professionals prefer whetstones, so let's start there. I've added some to my cart on Amazon, but so you have a visual reference, they look something like this. Need to be soaked before use and kept wet while using them. So why is a whetstone better? It gives you more control over how your knife is sharpened. The whetstone approach allows you to sharpen at a multitude of different angles, as well as with most types of steel. But it takes practice and confidence, so no worries if you conquer this after 30. You can also search our favorite marketplace for an electric knife sharpener. They do produce a good sharp edge, but they wear away at your knife quicker over time. An electronic sharpener is typically faster and way more convenient. Quality ones can be quite pricey. I think I'll try my hand at a whetstone. Okay, but there you have it. You just learned why we sharpen our knives, how often to sharpen our knives, what honing versus sharpening even means, and the different types of methods for how to sharpen. In other words, you just completed lesson 18 of 30, and go ahead and hit that follow because we have 12 more episodes to go. See you next time.